everyone, and welcome back to the Everyday Icon podcast. I am your host, Tiffany, and today let's talk about owning your style and why it matters. And I think a lot of us do not own our style, and we don't own it because we're not comfortable in it, we're not confident with it, and it's probably not our own. Style is personal. And it should be personal to you. It is good. Yes, I have talked about creating mood boards and getting your words and things like that. But what I'm not saying is to copy that, because what looks good on person A is not going to look good on you, because they came up and curated that style for themselves because it reflects who they are. So for us, the first step into owning our style is to finding a style that works for us. And once we find what works for us, then we'll be able to own it because we're comfortable in it and we're confident in it. And it makes us stand up straight a little more, makes us smile more, it lets us put a little pep in our step a little more. All of these things are part of owning your style. And some of it, for majority of the time, we were always told what to wear. You have to wear suits and a blouse to work. You have to wear nude or nude is flesh tone, or stockings. You have to wear your hair a certain way. You have to have your nails a certain length or it doesn't look right. It was always you have to. But we never truly owned those styles because those weren't our styles. That wasn't what we felt comfortable in. When we would go out, say after work, we would get in styles because we felt comfortable in that. So now it's time to bring that and owning our style in the workplace, in our profession as well. So if you want to have a short haircut, wear it. If you want to wear locks and braids or your natural, wear it, because guess what? That's what you're comfortable in. And that is what is going to make you you. If you like to wear, skirts and blouses or whatever it may be, wear it. For me, I like to have my nails long. I'ma wear it, right? Because that's me and I own it and I feel comfortable in it. And it always makes you who you are, and that's reflective of how you feel when you own your style. So a few points as to why owning our style matter. It reveals your and our identity. It speaks for and before we do. And it tells us who you are without you having to say, "Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm a Cancer, and I'm positive, and I'm nice, and no." It tells you that. If you are bold, it will tell me that you are bold, and I will literally say, "Wow, that looks really nice. I wish I could do that, but I'm not a bold person." But a bold person will wear a bold outfit and a bold color, right? But that's not going to be me, because that's not my personality. So I'm not going to do that. And we want people nowadays to know who we are. We are at a point in a time now where we can literally create and build, because the constraints of what used to be when we used to get dressed in our style for work has changed between I think the last 2 years really just broke the mold in general, but even prior to that, it was coming in and we were learning how to take our aspects of our personal style and try to incorporate it into corporate professional style as well. But now we can do that. Heck, we work from home some days and we work in the office some days, so we can do that. So if your style is wearing, dresses, heels, then own it and wear it, and it reflects of who you are. How do you want people, it always goes back to, how do you want people to see you? Not your representative, but how you want people to see you. And we just want to see you. Number 2, and here's something that might shock and surprise you. It reveals discipline. And I was kind of shocked at this too, but it actually makes sense. It allows us to say no to what we don't need in our wardrobe. So you don't need 900 pairs of black pants. You may need about 6, maybe 12, but even that's probably a lot, but who cares? It will force you to shop with intention. And most importantly, it shows people that you care about how you look and that you put effort into your appearance. So it's not sitting here and getting the fit, going out and buying this whole new designer wardrobe or what you think it is, but it means shopping for what you need when you need it. Now, we will all have impulse buys, don't get me wrong. But you're going to shop with intention and you're able to say no what does not fit well for you. Even if you work with an image coach such as myself, you should feel comfortable enough to say, no, I don't like that. Okay, what do you like? It also shows that you care enough about not only yourself, but the other people around you, that you care enough to take the time to put yourself together. That means looking over one, giving yourself a once over before you leave, to go out. That means making sure that everything that you wear is in place. That means when you open up your closet, everything that is in there has a purpose and it matters and it reflects and always makes you feel good about yourself when you put your clothes on. That is the discipline. It means also that you will take stuff out of your closet that does not belong in there, and when it is time and when it is past its time, you get rid of it and you give it to someone else who can utilize it the same way you did when you originally had it. So it shows us a lot of discipline when coming with us just as a whole, because trust me, keeping a clean closet, it does take a little bit of discipline because now you're not just putting any old thing in there. So it reveals discipline. Number 3, it will presume you to be a person of interest. So when we dress well, we show in a very subtle way that we matter. Because if we don't, there are days where I don't care what I have on, especially over on the weekends and I'm not going anywhere. And even if I'm like running to the store or something, there are days where I just don't care. I'm gonna just go out and I'm gonna just run to the store real quick and put something on. But we're talking about more in our professional setting. Now, the clothes that we wear in no way, shape, or form, do they determine our worth? Please don't think that that's what I'm saying. But we have to remember is that we are visual beings, as I will always say, and we can tell in a matter of seconds and make a decision and judgment on a person about their social status, education, how much money they make or how much money they should make, or sometimes they determine how much you're worth by how you look. You want to dress well and cultivate assumptions that work in your favor, not anybody else's. So what works best for you? Not what somebody thinks that works best for you, not even what I think works best for you when you work with me, but what works best for you. So that you are a person of interest. So when somebody says, I want to know that person over there, and it doesn't have to be loud. It can be very subtle. It can be very chic. It can be very classic. It can be very timeless if that is what your style is. It can be very quiet. I know I heard recently on in a Facebook group and on TikTok and things, people are talking about quiet luxury. Well, how about there's a quiet, we'll say a quiet style maybe. Maybe that's a new word or term I've come up with, right? It doesn't speak, it's not loud, it's not obnoxious, but it's still speaking to somebody. And it's speaking to somebody at a level that understands it. And that's the people that you want to get there and grab their attention to. Now, do we have a little oomph in it? Of course. But it should always make you always feel at the end of the day comfortable, because you're looking to get the right person's attention that can help your career. And then imagine once you put that as part of your style and your credentials together, baby, that is like the sweet spot, and that is when you have had it made. Because guess what? We already have that. We have the credentials. The credentials is not the thing that we're worried about. We are worried about taking your style and your image and putting both of those together and making you a force to be reckoned with. And the two hand in hand can be unstoppable at the end of the day. So we always want to keep that in mind. Number 4, it separates you from the crowd. You know, when we had to wear our professional suits and the blues and the blacks and the grays and the browns, we all looked the same. We all had the same hairstyles. We all wore the same white blouses and flesh tone or black stockings, and it was boring. But now we can become a little more individual, if you could put it wisely. We can now own and put our own individuality to how we dress. This does not mean to dress in a way that delivers you from your true self. You want to know how you dress. You want how you dress to align with your goals and who you are. And it should be consistent. It should not be inconsistent. It should be consistent. And it knows, I'm reading from my notes, so I'm a little, trying to figure this out. It's knowing how to pull an outfit together because it speaks for you and before you. So you have to know how to pull an outfit together. So what that means is in your closet, because I always go back to the closet because that is probably the one thing that is holding us all back. No matter what you have in there, no matter what you pull out, even if it's last minute, it's an outfit. So it could be a sparkly top. It could be a plain black A-line or pencil skirt and a pair of shoes. And guess what? Everything in there matches. Everything you can mix and match to create an outfit. Because now that takes the time. It gives you back time, and you're not worrying about, oh my God, what the hell am I gonna wear? Oh my God, I gotta sit here and figure stuff out and try to rummage around for like an hour and you still can't figure something out. No, you have to be able to, at some point, be able to pull things out and be on the go. And you wanna make it fun. You wanna make it to where you're comfortable and what you feel good in at all costs and at all times. And you wanna separate yourself. It's with all of the degrees and all the credentials and all of that stuff, sometimes it gets to be very hard to separate yourself. But what's one thing that's easy for you to do to separate yourself from everybody else? It's how you dress and how you look. That can separate you from everybody else. It may give you that extra advantage that you have been needing or wanting, because remember, sometimes with credentials, sometimes all of us are on one playing field. So we want to think and utilize our style because it's your secret weapon that most people, they're not thinking about it, but they're thinking about it. So it separates you from the crowd. So to recap a few things of what we went over today: 1, owning your style reveals your identity. It reveals discipline. You presume to be a person of interest, and it separates you from the crowd. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to follow me on Instagram or subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know in the comments your thoughts on your style and owning your style and what do you own about your style. Everything, of course, and along with resources, will be in the description boxes below. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and as always, remember to be iconic. Have a great day, guys. Bye.